Hi, my name is Angelique and I'm an empowerment coach. I do daily motivational videos, and today is Focus Friday. And the topic that I'd like to discuss is keeping on track with achieving your goals. Now, sometimes, you might set forth a plan and it's hard to execute because there's so many parts to it. And what I suggest that you do is break it down into more manageable size. Um, what's the easiest to get done, the fastest to get done? Um, is there anything that you can delegate to someone else? Uh, things of that nature. And also, as you go along completing these tasks and achieving these goals, reward yourself. You know, go to Starbucks and get that coffee and biscotti. You know, buy that, if you're a woman, buy that pocketbook that you've been eyeing, that Coach bag, that Louis bag. That's if it's in your budget though. Okay, keep that in mind. But little, reward yourself with, little things. Treat yourself to the movies, a new pair of shoes or boots, something along those lines. Because we forget, as adults, that, we need to be rewarded too. Your paycheck, you get your paycheck for working, you know, but then you spend it right up. So it doesn't feel like it's a reward because you're using it for survival purposes, you know you want something that's going to release those endorphins, that pleasure, that that makes you feel good, that you accomplished something, you know. So choose something that's going to give you that feel good feeling, you know, brighten your day, lift your spirits, and that way it will motivate you to keep going on your journey of achieving your goal, you know, along the lines. Just think about what it is that is most important for you to do. And if that's hard to do, just randomly pick something then, and start working on that. Because sometimes you feel overwhelmed when there's so many different things that you need to work on within the same time frame. Like you might have a project from work too. Then you have your own little side hustle or business that you're trying to build, and you have things that you need to do for that. You might be a parent, a single parent, and you have to do things for your kids. And there's something that's coming up that needs to be dealt with, and these things are around the same time frame, and you're like, what do I do? What do I focus on first? What I would suggest is that, pick the item that's takes the least amount of time to complete, that's the easiest to do, and knock it off your list. And then proceed to the next thing. And you could pick one item from each task, group task that you need to work on. Pick one item from work that you need to work on. Pick the next item that you need to work on for your business, and pick one item that you need to work on for your child. You know, break it down like that, and maybe put it in a time frame. Work on your work project for maybe an hour. Your business project, if you have time, a half an hour to an hour. Your child, 45 minutes. Things of that nature. So in that way, you don't feel overwhelmed. It's like, well, where am I going to get the time? How am I going to get this done? Because there's only but so many hours in a day, and you still need rest. Think about that. Don't overwhelm yourself with just constantly thinking about, I have this to do, I have that to do, that to do. Just pick something and do it. Sometimes you just have to just leap right in, just jump on it and do it and get it done. And then you feel so much more relieved, once you've done it, once it's completed. And you're like, well, why was I stressing myself about doing this task? and I did it in 10 minutes, and I thought it was going to take me an hour. You know, think of it in that regard, and it'll be easier for you to keep moving along each item on the list that you need to complete for whatever it is that you're trying to do in your life. Like I said, whether it's, you know, for work, for your own personal journey of enlightenment, you're trying to create your own business, or you're trying to do something for your children or your significant other, whatever it is, just break it down into a manageable size. And then once you've completed it, reward yourself. You know, go to the bakery and buy that slice of cake that you've been eyeing, or cookie, or whatever it is. Or if it's something more, on the health side, go get that sushi, or go to that new health restaurant and try them out because you've been eyeing it, and you've been wondering what their food tastes like. Treat yourself, reward yourself, and then that will increase those feel good endorphins and motivate you to continue along with completing all of the tasks on your list. Think of it that way. And make sure you get rest. And when you find yourself not being able to sleep, that's because there's something in the back of your mind that's telling you, I need to get this project done. I need to get this done. I need to work on that. And because you've been avoiding it. Once you sit down and actually tackle, at least one task from that project, or your goals for your business. Maybe you need to start working on building your website. Even if you just search for a web provider, that's one thing that you're doing, moving you closer towards starting your business. Just pick short, simple tasks. And if it seems too overwhelming or out of your league, where you're like, well, I don't know what to do, this is something that I want to get done, but I have no way of knowing what I need to do. Google it. Search the internet. There's a vast amount of information available at your fingertips. As soon as you hit send, something is going to come up in 2 seconds. Ask somebody that you know. Ask somebody that's already doing what you want to do. It can't hurt. And if they don't have the time or don't get back to you, find someone else. Search for groups that are doing what you do or want to do, and seek advice from them. If possible, if you know someone else that, say you want to build a website and you just, you try to do it the free way, going to these free website builders, and it's just not working for you, because I'm one of those type of people. I don't care. You can give me step-by-step instructions and I'll get to a certain point of like, it's not working. And so then, you have to ask for help. You either contact, the people from the website and see if, they can walk you through the steps where you're stuck at, or, contact someone within your life that you know personally that can help you. It's as simple as that. Don't stress yourself out. Find an alternate way to get it done once you get stuck. That's it. Or walk away from it for a little bit, regroup, focus on something else for a little bit, and then come back to it. And then maybe just that little bit of a breather will refresh your mind and get you going again and get you motivated to working on completing that task. But don't stress yourself out, because that's what's going to cause you to stop and get stuck. And then you won't be moving and you won't be doing anything. And that's why some people say, it takes, they had this dream of starting this business 10 years ago, and they let this get in the way, that get in the way, because they didn't prioritize what they wanted to do, or they just didn't sit down and just choose one thing at a time to work on, and they probably could have got started within 5 years instead of 10 years later. Just think of it in that aspect. I hope this information helped you, and thank you for watching. Bye for now.